While debates and discussions on climate change are yet to reach the high tables, a 20-year-old is setting real examples of preserving the climate. Rohan Agarwal, who hails from Nagpur in Maharashtra, has been walking across the nation to create awareness about the life-threatening impact of plastics on the environment. The hiker started his journey in August 2020 with just Rs 2,500 in his pocket and has covered 26 states so far. Rohan reached Meghalaya on Thursday, where he spoke to our correspondent Princess Giri Rashir in Shillong.
With an initiative to spread awareness about the menace of plastic, I'm being joined by a 20-year-old from Nagpur, Maharashtra, Rohan Agarwal, who's taken this initiative, who's traveling and walking around the country to spread this awareness. Today he's entered 737 days. He started this initiative in 2020 on August 25th. I'm here in Watts Lake as Rohan has reached Shillong to begin this initiative. Welcome to Shillong. Firstly, let's begin off. How has been here at Meghalaya? How has it been?
It has been almost like 20 days so far. It has been a great journey. I've been to some parts of East Khasi Hills. From here, like tomorrow, probably I'll be moving towards the Jaintia hillside, the different hill of Meghalaya. We'll be going to different schools and colleges. I tried to make it up. Here also, I tried to make it some things. Was a bit difficult because it was a bit hard to connect with people. Yeah, but I did whatever best I can in Meghalaya.
So that means language barrier is there when you were here in Shillong?
Not language barrier. Like, see, for me, like I didn't come from an institute. I didn't come from an organization. So basically, like I'm a self-independent person. Right. So wherever I go to a particular place, I try to take help and seek help from the student organizations and other things. I tried to get in touch with KSU and some people, but they weren't very supportive to me. I tried to get in touch. I met them in person, but they wasn't supporting me. I tried to some more organizations, student organizations, but they're not very responding. But yeah, I tried to give up whatever I can in some colleges and some schools like that.
So when you go to these colleges and schools, what is it that you speak about or what is it that you do?
See, my major agenda of going to schools or going to colleges or going to people in the public places is to create awareness about one of the most harmful elements, which is going from harming from the oldest generation to the younger generation, from the rich to the poor, from the farmer to the businessman. One thing is harming everything on the planet Earth. There is plastic and environment. So create awareness about plastic and also about environment. I don't say no to plastic, but whenever it's possible to reduce the harmful effects of plastic to nature, I try to understand people about that. And also on this journey, I'm giving a very important message, which is very integral to our beloved India: unity and diversity. Because we live in a place, we exist in a place where there's so much of diverse cultures, religions, languages and people. And this is the beauty of India, I believe. And this should exist. If this thing doesn't exist, then our life will be not so much beautiful and not so much meaningful also as well. So I'm giving this message to understand and conserve our beautiful culture which we have in India and across the world. So that's why I'm doing this journey.
In this journey of yours, what has been the most challenging thing that you've faced?
See, like there's a lot of challenges in the journey. I can't say like this journey is without challenge. But I don't think like a challenge is challenge. A problem is a problem. I see problem as a way to learn, as a way to grow. As Swami Vivekananda rightly said one day, in Hindi I could quote that. They said, a day, एक ऐसा दिन जहाँ पे आपको दिक्कतों का सामना ना करना पड़े, एक ऐसा दिन जहाँ पे आपको दिक्कतों का सामना ना करना पड़े, आप समझ सकते हो कि आप उस दिन पे गलत राह पे चल रहे हो. What he meant to say is, if he doesn't face any challenges in a day, if he doesn't face any problem in a day, you are going on a wrong path, he meant to say. So in a similar context, I face a lot of problems in daily life, in my journey of like this. From money to food, from staying, a lot of things. From facing people which are not very pleasant to me, very awkward, doing crazy things. Even some people want to not let me come to their place. Even I have a LP or whatever I have, but doesn't want. But it's like a part of a journey. It always makes me stronger and more better to become as a more better individual and more efficient individual, I believe. So that's why I believe like this journey is a mix of a lot of problems, most of challenges, but it's a great learning for me also as well.
How that you start with this initiative? What came to your mind that you want to start on this journey to walk and spread this awareness? Apart from plastic menace is also unity in diversity. We would like to understand. Also, we hear that you started off with only 2,500 rupees on this journey. So you can tell us more about that.
Yeah, I did a good homework. So basically, like I started this journey. Basically, this was like nothing like I'm doing very exceptional. This was a thing which was done before, very before, very long back from our old culture. In our culture, we see like every kings and queens used to travel. Even all the religion, every god used to travel. Every religion, even the modern day people like Swami Vivekananda, Sankacharya, they used to travel. Even the homes in India, I don't know if you have noticed or not, but in homes in India built in a particular way, where a veranda, a space is kept out of the home to invite travelers. Because at that time, in the olden times, there was no hotel, there was no homestay like that, right? So people used to stay, but where people will stay? Because they used to walk. So when they used to walk, they will get tired in the night. So people used to make their homes a particular way where veranda will be kept outside the home, a space will be kept outside of their home, so they can sleep over there without having a permission and just sleep there, because they have a trust and there is a culture of India. Even learning about all of these things, about the pilgrimage places, about the four dhams of India, about learning all of these things, I thought to do this kind of journey. By walk, why? Because I didn't have a lot of money. Also, one person rightly says, if you want to learn about India, a very small thing. If you travel slow, the more you learn. The more slower you travel, the more you learn. The faster you travel, the more less you learn. It's very simple. For example, if you are going from Delhi to Guwahati directly from flight, how much you learn is it's a subjective thing. But if a person is walking from Guwahati to Delhi, then he learns so much by walk if he's walking. So that's why I wanted to travel slow. Also, I have a problem with money, with my funds. So that's why I wanted to travel like by walking, and also give something back to the society, which is applicable to all of the people of Earth and of India. So that's why I came on this journey and give this message of unity in diversity, preserving our culture, and also the major problem which is about environment.
Now, before you had reached here in Shillong, which place were you coming from?
I was coming from Assam. I was Assam before. There were different states. This is the 6th state of Northeast for me. I have been to Sikkim, Arunachal, Assam, Manipur, Nagaland, and now in Meghalaya. And from here I will be going towards Tripura, and then from Tripura I will be going to Bangladesh and different parts of India, and then go to Delhi to get my visas, and then I will move after India also.
Okay. So in a day, how many kilometers do you usually are able to cover?
It depends. Normally, like I walk from 20 to 50 kilometers. Then, if I require, I take a lift as well. I take a lift from like only the private people. Like I don't take lift in buses, trains, and flights. I take lift in the whatever people are coming on the way. I show my hand like this, like it's called a hitchhike. Okay. So I can take a lift from them, and they can drop me whatever, like 5 kilometer, 10 kilometer. But mostly like without a pay, without money, like that.
So mostly your overall experience in Northeast, how has it been?
Yeah, Northeast, like some of the states I really like. Maybe sometime I believe like if I get a chance to stay there, I could live my whole life over there. Like a state like Arunachal, like even Manipur, even Assam, even Meghalaya is quite beautiful in terms of various aspects. But I like my favorite state in Northeast and even of India, like let's say not about Northeast, of India would be Arunachal and Manipur. I'm a little bit tied up like how to say Manipur or Arunachal, because when I've gone to Arunachal, it was the favorite state, but still when I gone to Manipur, I learned a lot of things about Manipur, and also the tribal culture over there is so amazing. I really love it.
Okay, so going further now, your final destination would be Siberia.
Yes.
And why Siberia? I hear because it's the coldest and that's your weakness.
Yeah. So basically, like Siberia is the coldest place of the world. The temperature over there, maybe you have heard, it's minus 72 degrees Celsius. And no Indian from India have been there by road till that particular place. So if I reach there, I'll become the first Indian. It will take 5 years. So my major intention of going to Siberia is not only to make a record or something like that. The major intention is to break the stipulation and the myths we have for ourselves. Because when I was a child, I was having a problem of cold. When I go to cold places, my nerve used to become blocked, and I feel exaggerated pain in my nerves. So when I gone to the doctor said to me, don't go to cold places. If you go to cold places, there's a major chance you will get died also because of some problems of the nerves, and it can be very dangerous, very painful also. So I didn't try to go to any cold places. But then one time I was hearing a TED talk from Canada. There was one person who came on a wheelchair. He was handicapped, he cannot walk. So he told very beautifully, when I was born, all the doctors said to my parents, I'll be dead in 7 days. But now I'm the only doctor alive, and all the doctors who said I'll be dead in 7 days, they are now all dead. How sarcastically he put up this thing. Even after that, he followed up with a very amazing thing which changed my mind, even my perspective. He told, Never listen to a prediction which doesn't empower you. Never listen to a prediction which doesn't empower you. What it means, every human on the earth having some prediction. They doesn't have everything on knowledge. Even every person, any person you think. So that's why I thought maybe the person, the doctor who is saying, who don't go to cold places, your nose become blocked. It's also myth, because I live in the hottest climate zone of the world. Nagpur is one of the most hottest cities of the world. Because of that, I am very acquainted or adjusted to hot weather, not to the cold. There's the person who is living in Kashmir or a person who is living in Sikkim is more acquainted to cold weather. It's the similar kind. I am acquainted to hot weather, not to cold. So that's why I thought maybe if we try to stay in cold places, then we adjust to a particular place. So that I thought. Then I searched on the Google, what is the coldest place of Earth? Got to know this Omiakom, Siberia. Got to learn the temperature over there goes till minus 72 degrees Celsius. I was freeze away for 2 minutes in my mind. But then when I got to learn, like no Indian from India have been there so far by the land route. Some people have gone there, like 3-4 people, but that only by the air or by some other ways, not by the land. So that I thought, okay, let's go by land and let's try and break this stipulation, and also the myth which we have as all the humans we have. Like everybody who says anything, a doctor or some certified people, if say anything to you, you think like it's all correct, it's all true.
Now, I just want to understand how did your parents react when you came up with this idea to finally start on this journey?
So for me, like I don't know, like my family would be very supporting, I believe, because it was not very easy for different people when I talked to them. But yeah, for in the starting it was not very easy. Like they were reluctant to approve me get on this journey. But slowly by slowly, as the journey progressed, they learned about me. They learned about the importance of this journey, and now they are very flexible. They are supporting very well. Mentally they are very well, but supporting a lot. Financially they are not, but it's okay. It's manageable.
So, when people are looking at the moment right now, they're wondering, a 20-year-old out traveling instead of being in college or studying.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's wrong? What they think, what they're thinking or questioning, or what do you think?
I believe I am learning from a lot of universities. Actually, 2 universities. One is formal and one is informal. From the formal, from the SPU Sikkim Professional University, doing BCom second year and BA first year online. It's an online degree. And secondly, like I'm doing one of the best universities in the world, maybe which many doesn't get the privilege of. That is called as University of Road in my language. The University of Road, it means the road is my university. The people and the nature which I come across acts as my natural teachers, and they teach me. So that's the way I go forward in life. I learn from the people, I learn from the nature, and that's why, and that's how I go progress on my journey of life.
Also, we've seen that you've met with the Chief Minister just a few days ago.
Yeah.
How was your interaction with our Chief Minister here in the state?
Yeah, he was very energetic. He was young and dynamic. It was quite nice. It was okay.
Okay. And lastly, my question here is that, talking about the menace of plastic, what eventually can be the way forward, how people can get rid, or in Meghalaya they've already started where they're prohibiting the use of plastics.
Okay.
So how, or what is your message, how to do away with plastic?
See, plastic and environment is just like insurance. As we do insurance, like we doesn't do insurance from today for today. We do insurance for tomorrow from today. So in the similar context, what I mean to say is, see environment as an insurance. If you do good for the environment from today, it will be better for your future, better for your upcoming generation, and better for everything you can think of. If environment is not good, then your nature, your health, everything will not be good. Your wealth cannot be anything if your nature is not good, if your environment is not good. And one more thing about saying what can be done in the future for environment is one of the most major thing which I am also struggling to take away and tell to the people is, like, one thing if comes on the syllabus, comes on the schools, if environment studies and environment education comes as a mainstream study and mainstream like book in the schools and colleges, then a major change can come, because the youth of India has the power to change the world, not the old generations. So if youth can understand about the environment, youth can strike and raise up to help and to conserve the environment, then only a significant change in the terms of environment can come up. And also the problem and the struggle for environment and for plastic is not for a single day, it's not for a single person, it's not for certain caste, creed, community, or whatever you can imagine, or even for a nation. It's a global problem. So when we say about that, we all have to fight together without a ego, without anything, because environment is not me, not yours, it's for everyone, not only for humans, also for the animals also.
Well, that was a very interesting conversation.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you so
Kublai.
much. Yeah, Kublai is the word that he has learned. Rohan Agarwal from Nagpur, who's here on this venture, who has already entered 735 days. His next move will be from towards East India Hills, where he'll be moving towards Tripura. And as he's mentioned, that what better way to learn outside of the classroom, where you are out in the open in the nature and learning as you travel. A strong message there about the menace of plastic. Thank you for watching. This is Princess Rashir for EastMojo.com in Shillong.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to East Mojo. For any queries, put them down in the comments section below and press on the bell icon for notifications.